What's good, everybody? It's your brother Mad Black, the most dangerous and the most toxic black man on the internet, and I am black up in your face again with some more pro black commentary. So, very recently, I did a video where I showcased one of these nasty Beckys who has been having sexual relations with these young boys, right? So I guess like now that's in my algorithm because I did a report on that and I've been getting sent all these other videos or all these other stories about basically the same thing. So now you have a teacher who, even though she's engaged and about to be married, she's been arrested for having sexual relations with an 11-year-old. Yeah. So you're an adult, a grown ass woman having sexual relations with an 11-year-old, a fifth grader. That's a child. That's disgusting. Like, I don't know what is going on in the minds of these chicks. There's got to be something like mentally wrong with them. And to the person that made the comment on my last video said that I'm allowing them to make excuses. I'm not allowing them to make excuses. They're going to do it anyway. And when I talk about the mental issues behind these devils, I'm not saying that that's an excuse for their devilry. It is what it is, though, but that's not normal, okay? That's not normal for someone to be doing, for an adult to want to have any type of sexual relationship with a child. So that's not normal. That's deviant behavior. So when I talk about that, I'm just getting into the psychology of it and the mental aspects of it. That's not me making an excuse for them. These devils, now I understand. I understand these demons out here, they like to rearrange words and they like to change diagnoses and mess around with their own psychological terms so that way that they can get away with crimes. But I'm just letting you know that that's not normal for a human being to want to mess with a child like this. And now you have this chick right here who, once again, is, even though she's about to be married, she's messing around with an 11-year-old, and she's been arrested for it. Thank God, because the boy's parents found out about it because he found the parents found the messages that he was messaging this teacher going back and forth. So let's listen to a little bit of this news story here to find out what went on with this teacher and this student here.
Tonight, alarming allegations against an elementary school teacher. Our Alan Henry shows us the disturbing messages that put her behind bars.
Hudson police say an 11-year-old's parents made a shocking discovery on his phone Monday night. It started when they found the boy talking to it.
The fact that 11-year-olds have their own phone nowadays is ridiculous in and of itself. We survived just fine when we were that age without a phone. I don't think fifth graders really need a phone, but I understand times are different now, and for a lot of young people, that's how they keep in touch and communicate with their parents. But as a parent, you definitely need to make sure you keep abreast and watch out for what your child has on this phone, what type of apps are on the phone, who's contacting your child, and everything. If there's some way where you can hook your phone to theirs and find out where all their messages are and who they're talking to and what apps they're going on to, do that. You gotta be super vigilant nowadays with the internet, and I'm glad these parents found out that their child was being molested basically by this female teacher. Let's listen some more.
His teacher on the phone after school. Curious and concerned, they took his phone and discovered months of text messages between them. One conversation where the victim says, "Haha, bro, I just want to make out with you." His teacher responding, "I do too," like all of the time. The next day, the parents went to Rivercrest Elementary. Police were brought in, and the teacher taken out in handcuffs.
That's disgusting. You wanna make out with an 11-year-old? You wanna make out with an 11-year-old? Think about that. If you even can fathom that and not cringe to death. Right? That's disgusting. Let's listen some more. Her name is Madison Bergman. So this chick right here, she's the one messing with the children, an 11-year-old.
24-year-old Madison Bergman from St. Paul was charged with one count of first-degree sexual assault with a child. Documents detail a search of Bergman's belongings and her classroom. Several notes were found between the victim and Bergman, one in her desk, several more in a folder Bergman kept. Police summed them up, saying, quote, "In her notes, she tells him that she loves him, wants to kiss him, he turns her on, and that she's obsessed with him." Bergman made her first appearance here at St. Croix County Court Thursday afternoon.
Like I said, the fact that she likes to kiss him and loves him and is turned on by him, that's not normal. That's deviant behavior. The same way it is when a man is obsessed with children. To be an adult female obsessed with a child like that, that's deviant behavior. And her ass needs to be locked up under the prison. If you want to kiss somebody, bitch, go to prison and go kiss some of those female inmates. They'll give you all the kisses you want. We'll listen to the last part of this and I'll give some more of my commentary.
She was released on a $25,000 bond, but as part of the conditions, she was ordered not to have contact with anyone at Rivercrest Elementary or with anyone under the age of 18. In a message to parents, the district encouraged families to limit the amount of texting and group chats that your child may be sharing and to review and monitor your child's phone messages. They're also offering mental health resources for students and families and will hold a meeting for 5th grade parents Sunday evening.
So this is one of those rich schools anyway, in one of those rich districts. So that's why she had the money to get out on bail. But she's not supposed to have any contact with any minors. How much you want to bet she probably winds up getting caught again messing with a minor before her trial? I'm willing to bet that's probably going to happen since she's so obsessed and just can't help herself and is turned on by an 11-year-old. I'm not going to stop saying that because that's disgusting. That's disgusting and disturbing. So this chick, I'm hoping, like I said, she goes up under the prison. And you know what? Shout out to Torian Rain because he left a comment on my last video about this subject where he said that he has a lot of these stories on his Patreon. So if you want to go support him on his Patreon, go do so. And, you know, he says he sees these types of stories all the time of these white females messing with these children. Now, that's not to say that there aren't any black ones out there who do it, but I know when black ones do it, that's widely publicized. A lot of these white females do it, and they try to keep it on the low. Or if you look in the comment sections, you'll see these males in there saying, like, good for him, good for this 11-year-old that, you know, he's getting this confidence booster that this 24-year-old teacher wants to kiss him and loves him. You know, no, that's not a confidence booster. That's going to mess his life up. Okay? That's messing up this boy's life. In fact, what a lot of people don't realize is when something like this happens to a lot of young people, they wind up becoming predators themselves sometimes. Not all the time, but that's what can happen, right? They wind up, you know, you get these urges and these feelings given to you by an adult. So now the only way to satisfy that when you become an adult is for you to go molest a child yourself. And the cycle just goes on and on and on, right? So this is why this is dangerous and it's not a good thing. This is not something to be giving this little boy a high five for. He needs help. He needs a lot of help because she's messed him up with this nonsense and her disgusting deviancy, you know? So you folks can let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. I very much like to hear your opinions on this. Anyway, Mad Black, and I will be back on my foot on a devil's back.